Hello everyone, we're going to open up a LecDec electric skateboard today and we're going to show you exactly what you get when you buy one and take a close look at the board. Okay, so let's get the box open. Just pull these three tabs here and then pull it all up. Lay it down flat and then we've got another protective case over the top which we'll get rid of. So here's the board. We've got our manual on the top there. That's going to tell us everything we need to know about the board and what we should be doing with it. Let's take her out. And there we are. Just take off these two bits of plastic, one either end. And one immaculate LecDec board. So let's run through some of the parts of the board then. So you can see here we've got the charging point, just about there. There's the fan underneath just to keep the systems cool. And then there's the on-off switch just there. And we can turn it on, you can hear straight away the fan will start up. And then that little beep there just says that the motor's all ready to go. Underneath you've got the main motor there, you've got the belt there, and you've got your 78A soft rebound wheels, and they're 83mm in size, so they're quite big, but they do give a really good smooth ride. And then on the top of the board we've got some aluminium oxide grip tape, so really nice and grippy, so there's no chance of you slipping off of that at all. The hole underneath is where the batteries go, all inside there like that. And there is a little bit of flex in the board. You probably won't notice unless you're quite heavy, but the board will flex slightly and it causes no problems at all to all of this. So it's pretty stealth, to be honest with you. It looks like a normal skateboard and most people, when they see you going past, cannot figure out, you know, that this is not, or this is an electric skateboard. They just think, you know, how is that person moving along on what seems to be a perfectly ordinary skateboard. At the back we've got a little protective cover there as well of the belt system, and inside the actual box, let's just put the board back in there for a moment. You're also going to get your controller, your truck tool, your charger with a UK plug, and you're going to have just in the back there the USB lead for charging the remote control, which you can attach to any kind of mobile phone charger plug that you would normally put a USB lead in, or a laptop or something like that. And then you've got your main charger there. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to give your board a really good charge. Maybe 3 hours is plenty, just get it fully charged up. You'll probably find there's some charge in the board anyway, but you just plug it straight in on the side like that, and you can see that the charger has now gone red, which indicates the board is charging but it's not ready yet. And then that will turn to green in a few hours, but just leave it for 3 hours just to begin with, just to give the board a really good charge. And you should also go ahead and charge your remote control as well with the USB charger. And that only takes around 60 minutes. Okay, so once everything's been on charge for the right amount of time, we can get rid of the charger, take it out. Now I'm going to show you exactly how the board itself works then with the handheld controller and how you operate it. It's very, very simple actually. We'll just go ahead and move this out of the way. And there we go. So when you want to operate the board, the first thing you need to do is simply to switch the board on itself, like that. And you'll hear the fan and then the little beeping sound. I'm going to put the board upside down because obviously we don't want to grind a hole in our sofa here in the office. Then we need to turn on the controller, the hand controller, by pressing the A button on the top. And that's it. The two should be linked, and you can test that by just moving the little thumb accelerator there on the top. And as you can see, that's working perfect. Now the two lights that are on top of the controller, you'll see there's one on the left hand side. This one indicates the board power, and at the moment you can see that it's on amber, which means that there's around 60% power. It'll be green on 100, when it hits 60 it turns to amber and then goes down to red when there's only around 30% left. The right hand side light indicates the controller's power, and it's the same thing, green for 100%, down to 60 and then 30 with the red light. So how to operate the board? Well, it's dead simple. If you want to get going, you just push forward on the controller there, and you pull back to brake. And then to put cruise control on, you can just move it forward to your desired speed, and then a tiny little push on the top of the thumb will just make the board stay at that speed. And then you just pull back to stop the cruise control. So it's very, very simple. And when you first take it for a ride, you're just going to want to take it easy, so you can just move the thumb just forward a little bit there like that. You can go really, really slow if you want to. And then when you're done, you just press and hold the A button on the top, and then that switches off the controller, and then you just switch off the board the same way that you switched it on, like that. And that's it. It's as simple as that to use, guys. So that's the LecDec board. We recommend just giving it a clean with a damp cloth now and again, just to get all the bits and pieces that you get from riding it around. And other than that, it should be relatively maintenance free. You've got a truck tool in your box, which you can use to tighten or loosen these trucks off a little bit, depending on how easy you want it to be to turn. So you just literally screw it tighter to make the trucks more firmer, or loosen it off if you want the trucks to turn more when you lean. And really that's about it. So that's the LecDec unboxed, and hopefully that's clarified a few things for you. And if you've got any other questions, just jump on live chat and come talk to us.